Arcade Heroes.
Hey everybody, Adam Pratt with ArcadeHeroes.com here for another unboxing video today. This one's going to be different than my other unboxing videos. When I first did unboxings, just using the camera to take pictures of the process as opposed to filming it. I did do a few back in 2011, such as Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition and the Friction Gun game. Both of those were what we call kits in the industry. Now, kits have been around for a very long time, since the late 70s, I believe. But back in 1984, after the great game crash of 1983 passed, kits gained a lot of popularity. A lot of operators had sometimes what they call deadwood. They had a lot of game cabinets, but not all of those were earning very well, and so kits were developed to swap the game out, and then it would earn better than what had been in there previously. And so if you've ever been collecting or checking out arcades, then you've probably come across a lot of kit-type games. In fact, this, what I have here right now, Tengai, this was a kitted out game. I'm not sure exactly what the original game in this one was. It might have just been developed just to swap out kits, but that's of course one reason why I'm going to be using this cabinet. It's perfect for that. It uses the JAMMA wiring standard, which came around in 1986, as a way to make it so that when you would swap a game out, you wouldn't have to rewire everything, and save the operator or the technician a lot of time and money in regards to doing that. So unfortunately Tengai hasn't done too well for me since I got it earlier this year, so that's why I'm going to swap it out. The cabinet also looks like it'll do really well for what SkyCurser is. But it is exciting to have this new kit. This is developed by a new team called Griffin Aerotech out of Indiana. Their first game, as you'll see, is called SkyCurser, which kind of like Tengai is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up or shooter game, but instead of this ancient Japanese magical style, it's a little more like Metal Slug meets, I wouldn't say Raiden, maybe kind of Darius. So one of those side-scrolling shooters. Blazing Star, maybe that's a better comparison. Metal Slug meets Blazing Star. But the potential of their new kit that they call the airframe, I think is very, very big. I wrote about this on the blog, and nobody's really doing kits anymore. None of the major manufacturers really want to touch them. It doesn't make them a lot of money, and they would rather make these gigantic games that they can make more money off of, which is understandable from their perspective. But for somebody like myself, I want to see more games that I can take an old 90s cabinet and turn it into something fresh and new that earns more. And with this JAMMA PC that the airframe kit is, they can run games using HTML5, GameMaker Studio, or pretty much anything else that's compatible with the operating system. And so the potential there for the US market is pretty big, since we haven't had anything like in Japan. They have Nessica Cross Live, which allows a large amount of content to get out into the arcade sector. There's only about 25 new games per year as to dedicated releases. There's not enough content for kids to keep it interesting, but maybe with the airframe that'll change. But I'll stop yapping, let's get to the unboxing and check this game out.
Mission 1. Death at dusk. Go!